Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jake with Mind Over Mind. Today I'm going to be reviewing Skull Slicer, one of the summer sets of Bionicle 2015. Without further ado, let's begin. And here he is, the Skull Slicer himself. Man, this set is unique and quite different. We are going to talk about that in full detail when we review this set. It's actually quite a departure from the, typical Lego Bionicle line, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's go ahead and look at the box first. This is Skull Slicer's box. Of course, there's his name right there. It shows two hands, I'm assuming those are Liwa's hands, reaching for his stolen mask. Set details, this is for ages 7 through 14. 70792 is the set number, and it has 71 pieces. Let's go ahead and look at the back of this box. Of course, there is the combiner model displayed on the side right there, where if you combine Skull Warrior, Skull Slicer, and Skull Basher, you get this really cool kind of combiner set, which is, something that I really want to look forward to. Here it has the Skull Spider Mask, the typical Skull Spider Mask, which is the same mask that we got with every single set last January. It was included in every single set, so it's kind of, depressing that we get the same exact mask that we've already have like 20 of. I wish that they had kind of gone out of their way to make a brand new mask to go with this set, but that's just my personal opinion. It shows the function right here, all the functions here, which we will get to, sorry about that. And then right about here it shows Liwa barging into the ancient city, and then it shows, let's go ahead and focus here, it shows Skull Slicer just kind of stealing his mask, jumping out of nowhere. He takes it and runs for it because he's going to take it for himself and use the powers to do whatever evil he wants to do with it. So let's go ahead and zoom up on this guy. He's actually pretty cool in some aspects, but in others he kind of, falls flat. Just like like some of the other Skull Villain sets, Skull Scorpio. But in terms of color scheme, I like the lime, or not lime, but it's darker green. It's a translucent dark green, and I actually like it so much better than the lime green that was featured in the Skull Scorpio set. Let's talk about the orange pieces. Now I want to kind of pan downwards so we can see all of the orange pieces to give it full justice. So we see that there's one singular orange piece here, and 3 pieces here. I'm just going to call this like a cluster because that's what it is. It's a cluster of orange. Is there enough orange to consider it, a selling point for this set? I'm going to say no. Just because there are 2 clusters of orange in this set, it doesn't balance the color scheme out as a whole. Especially when his chest print isn't even orange, it's red. So I feel like the color scheme is a little crazy on this set just because there's so much green and then there's just 2 random, accenting orange bits to this set. And it's something that I don't really like. I wish they had spread more orange out to his overall appearance. Just spread it, maybe some on his arms, some on his legs, but just giving him more of like an orange presence because these 2 orange pieces are kind of jolting and jarring because it's like there's no orange and then all of a sudden there's orange. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially when, of course, the chest print is red, like I stated earlier. So let's go over the chest print while I'm thinking about it. So if we focus up, the chest print is reflective, so that's kind of nice. But let's talk about this stuff. There's a lot of stuff happening on this thing. You can kind of see the wiring that's kind of under the hood of this set. And then you can also see that there are, that's cool, I want to get an angle looking at you guys. So we can see kind of like the under wirings of the set on the right side, your right side. And then on this left side, we can see kind of like maybe the central core of this set or something like that, where if you go down inside that, you'll really see what's underneath the armor. We see that there are these kind of shell-like things on this, hanging down from this chain that's hanging across. And to me, I just don't care for this chest print as much. It's kind of too cartoony, it's kind of jarring. It doesn't really match the overall feel that I think this set was going for. I do like the ribcage piece. I really love that piece, but in terms of the chest print, it's alright. Like, there's nothing special about it. It just kind of falls flat. Let's go over the function. I already talked about the appearance, really. It is an asymmetrical set, which I do like. I do like asymmetrical Bionicle sets because, of course, there's, you know, the big chunk of armor there, and it just gives him more of a unique feel. But the function is something that makes him unique for sure. As you may have noticed, he has 6 appendages, he has 2 legs, 4 arms, and basically when you rotate this yellow knob here, you see a lot of interesting stuff going on at the same time. We're going to go over this step by step, break it down for you. So basically when you rotate, you notice that 2 of the arms, because there are 3 gears here and 2 gears on that side, you notice that 2 of the arms go forward, and then these two arms go in opposite directions. So of course these go forward and backward, they don't just go forward, but they go in the same direction, where on his left side, your right, they go in opposite directions. So you can see that it's unusual why they went this route. I know they wanted to maybe add variety. I really like this side, how they go in opposite directions. It really gives each appendage on his, you know, left side more of a unique feel. Like these 2 limbs are in fact separate from each other, emphasizing that he has 4 limbs. But you know, you can honestly just mash these 2 limbs together and he has just 1 limb that goes the same direction, kind of destroying the whole 4-armed figure appearance that I think LEGO wanted him to have. So in my opinion, I wish that they had stuck with 2 gears on both sides so that all of his arms would have been going all over the place instead of just half of his body doing that. I said before I like asymmetric sets, but in this case it's just kind of different, and I don't appreciate it as much. But in all, I do enjoy this set. Let's go over Liwa's mask. Let's go ahead and focus up. So there is a lot of detail. I actually don't have Liwa from the January sets, so it is cool to see his mask and grab it, you know, hold it in my own hands. There are gold elements. Of course, the gold mask that we got in Liwa's build was completely solid gold, but now there's like this kind of darker green accent to it, which is really nice. It's very interesting to see his mask kind of infused with translucentness. I love translucent pieces, if you guys don't know me, but in terms of overall, you know, style, color scheme, functionality, this set is just, it's kind of a mess, and it does a lot of things that are just very different, and it kind of strays from the typical Bionicle path. So I do like this set a lot more than I like Skull Scorpio, which is sadly my least favorite set. But I wish that, you know, LEGO would have made some more modifications to kind of get this set more solid feeling. I do like it. I like the appearance of it, the asymmetricality of it. But I definitely will be making some modifications of my own to make it more of how I feel like it should have been when LEGO released it. So that's my review. If you want to buy this set, you totally can, because I'm selling this exact same set on eBay. You can get this exact same set that I used to review on this video, and I'm going to be starting the eBay auction at half price of its retail price. So if you maybe want to get this set for cheaper than it even is in stores, go ahead and click that eBay link in the description to get your hands on this set. If you have some of the other Skull villains and you don't have this one yet, you don't want to miss out and just lose this opportunity. Anyways, this has been Jake with Mind Over Mind, and I'll catch you guys in the next Bionicle review. Peace out.